Thomas, over the years, how have you been sharpening and expanding your ability to think that you can share with us so that we can learn from the expert like you?
Well, I mean, I think the first thing is that learning and thinking to me belong together, right? So for me, I think one of the people who think more deeply and think better are people who are learners, you know. So you could be spending 6 hours on Instagram or TikTok or whatever and watching, you know, people fall in puddles or cats that jump from trees. I mean, that's fine. You could do that. Or you could be reading a book. You could be reading a story. You could be learning about how nature works, how humans work, right? So for me, learning to think is learning, first of all. I think the second thing about thinking that I really believe in is focus. And by the way, I'm struggling with that. So it's a lifelong learning experience. What's important to me, the most important good that helps us think is time. And for me, the question is, on your schedule, where's your thinking time? You know, just look at your schedule. Tell me when you're thinking. You know, so for me, focusing on that in a deliberate fashion is important. One way for me to think is to write. Like, write down a thought. Another way to think is to teach, right? If I can explain it to you, I know I've understood it. Frankly, not before. It's really hard to be sure that you understood a problem if you've not taught it to others. But the focus is a mental state. Of course, there's practitioners who teach you how to do that, you know, from your side of the world, right? Whether it's yoga, whether it's meditation techniques, right? Calming your mind is a good thing. My version of that is I go outdoors a lot. I go run. I move my body. Thinking also means to be in a healthy body, right? So for me, that's the other thing that really matters. But really giving your time the focus that your mind the focus that it takes. There's a final point that matters, and it's mattering differently for different people. I think well with other people. So some of my best ideas happen in the presence of other people. Not everybody is the same. There are people that need to be for 24 hours by themselves, then they have the best ideas. Or they have understanding. Again, I need my alone time too, but if it comes to thinking of new ideas, often it has to do with interaction of trusted individuals other than me. Also people who think differently than me. So that's another element of it. I mean, so those are the pieces. I just, the rule that I really always say, whether it's about thinking or about other things, show me your calendar and I'll tell you what's important to you. So if you say my goal is to do X and Y, your calendar does not show that. It's not important to you. You just talk about it. And so if your goal is to improve your thinking and your knowledge, show it when you do that in your life. It takes time to get better. I don't care what it is. Whether you want to get better in sports, whether you want to get better in science, thinking, get better learning about other people, it needs to be time that you spend. Time is the most precious good for everything.
Wow.